Well, let's turn to Nigeria's oil and gas sector. In 2024, Nigeria's oil and gas sector witnessed transformative developments defined by reforms, new investments, and enduring challenges. These events underscore the sector's vital role in the nation's economy and its efforts to transition into a more sustainable and self-reliant energy landscape. Helen Osamide takes a closer look at the key activities that shaped the year.
Subsidy is gone.
The removal of the petroleum subsidy in May 2023 contributed to impact activities all through 2024, reshaping the oil and gas industry. This policy sparked market reforms leading to price deregulation designed to attract private investment in refining and distribution. The reform also caused a significant surge in domestic petrol prices. President Bola Tinubu's administration introduced relief measures including cash transfers and investments in public transportation while advancing the gas sector expansion program. In 2024, the government prioritized natural gas as a transition fuel in its energy value chain. Initiatives such as the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative and supportive infrastructure projects aimed at boosting both domestic utilization and export opportunities. In a major breakthrough, the Dangote refinery, Africa's largest single-train refinery, began operations in 2024. With a capacity to process up to 650,000 barrels of crude oil daily, it is poised to drastically reduce Nigerian reliance on petrol imports. In December 2024, the refinery achieved a milestone by exporting its first batch of petrol to Cameroon, signaling a new era of regional energy integration and price stability. In November 2024, Nigeria's oil and gas production rose to an estimated 1.8 million barrels per day. This increase was partly due to enhanced security measures that curbed oil theft and pipeline vandalism.
The CNG is good, it's working, it's even helping car engine. Because before, when I run like 2,000 kilometers, if you check your oil will be dark. But with CNG, you run like 2,000 kilometers. If you check your oil will still be fresh. So the CNG is good, it's even helping engine.
It's cheap, and if you look at the emission, it's good to the society, to the atmosphere and environment. So it's better off to use gas. The price is cheap, and at the same time it saves your car engine. Mine is 65 kg, which is the cylinder, which is like 15 SCM. So if I'm buying that, which is like 37, so it can take me distance close to 140 kilometers. So you know what 140 kilometers is like if you are compared to fuel. So I don't know if you are estimating fuel. So fuel might be like, I don't know, it might cost you like 15,000 for that.
In a historic development, the old Port Harcourt refinery resumed operations for the first time in many years, dispelling doubts about NNPC's capacity to refine its crude domestically with the government-owned refineries. This came with lots of doubts and speculations that has been proven wrong by the state oil company.
Now you are doing 1.8 million barrels inclusive of condensate. And I've always said that, look, Nigeria has capacity, and whatever Nigeria does benefit the entire African continent. During the COVID, we did 2.5 million barrels. With no additional, investment, we did that. I believe that that is possible.
To ensure we have not just full recovery of production, but also to escalate our current production to levels that is expected and demanded that we have. But from Mr. President and our Minister and the Board of Directors, that we must increase our production to levels that, in the short term and in the long term, levels that is acceptable to our shareholders as a company.
We are able to crush the obstacle that was standing between us and achieving our mandate. One of the key obstacles is restoration of security architecture. We are able to block and bring into operation some of our shutdown pipeline. That enabled us to open up our wells, and we're able to take that production into the market.
According to the NNPC Limited, the rehabilitation of the new Port Harcourt refinery with a projected capacity of 150 barrels per day has now advanced to 90%.
They are up to over 90% completed, and we will deal with that as soon as possible. And we are following up through and ensure that we get value, and then we have a combined 60,000 with 150,000 barrels per day.
Nigeria's oil and gas sector demonstrated resilience and adaptability amidst significant reforms and milestones.